everyone. We are going to start with another lecture of performance management, and in this lecture we are going to mainly deal with the concept of how we can develop a key performance indicator and goals, as we did in the Square's question. So it's quite recent question, so it's important to do this. Let me start with the requirement first. Let's see what is the requirement, because we will do question accordingly. For each of the 6 dimensions of Fitzgerald and Moon building model, right? So first of all, we need to recall what were the 6 dimension of building block model, right? The first dimension was financial perspective. The second one was competitiveness, right? The third one was quality of service. Then resource utilization, flexibility, and innovation. So these are 6 dimension of building block model. So if you don't remember what are the 6 objectives, probably you won't be able to do this question, right? So that's the most important part. Now, for each of the 6 dimension of Fitzgerald moon building block model, identify. Now here are the instructions. You have to identify one objective together with one corresponding performance indicator which could be used by the company to measure its performance, right? So what you have to do for each of these, you have to identify one objective, right? One objective and with one corresponding KPI, right? And one corresponding key performance indicator. Performance indicator, key performance indicator means approximately same. I mean, there can be multiple performance indicator, and out of multiple performance indicator, you have to choose the most suitable one, which could be used by the company to measure its performance. The objective and measure should be specifically relevant to the company, right? So that's important. Justify your choice of objective and measure for each dimension. Now this is important. Initially when we did the balance scorecard in Squares, we were required to justify the performance indicator. In this question, you have to justify your choice of objective, right? Why you chose this objective, and measure for each dimension. Why you think that this performance indicator is the most relevant one, right? So that's important, and that is for 15 marks, right? It's not mentioned here, but it's of 15 marks, right? So there are 6 objectives, right? And in 6 objectives, you have to identify one objective, then justification, then you have to identify one KPI along with the justification, right? So if you try to divide 15 by 2, 15 by 6, that means it's around 2.5 marks per dimension, right? And if you are saying 2.5 marks per dimension, that means how you can distribute 2.5 marks among all these, right? So probably it can be 1 mark for the justification, 1 mark for the justification, we are left with 0.5. So maybe 0.5 and then 0.5. This is something which we can target, because it will in totality it will make 3 marks, but we can try for 3 marks so that we can land up to 2.5 marks. We will be able to generate 2.5 marks. So this is basically the something which is quite doable, right? So that means what? That because justification is always of higher marks, so that's basically how we can deal with it, right? So for each KPI, for each dimension, we have to identify one objective, because identification is quite simple. So justification is important, 1.5, and then one KPI identification, and then it's justification. So that's basically what we have to do for all 15 marks. So let's start with this question. Let's see what we can do here. It's extremely important for you. If you have traveling experience, this question will be easier for you. If you have no traveling experience, then probably this question can be a little bit difficult for you, because in that case you need to assume a lot of things, you need to assume the process, right? So let's start with the question. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so Lamiak Air was established 50 years ago, long time ago, in the country of Switzerland, and has an as a premium airline. Following a global recession, it relaunched itself as a low-cost airline 2 years ago. Right, so there is a change in their mission state. There is a sort of change in their overall objective, long-term objective, right? Focusing on providing seats on flight at the lowest possible price, right? It currently has 35% market share of low cost airline market. Its largest competitor has 40% market share. So probably it's not too far from becoming the leader in the industry, but it still have to generate 5% extra market share, right? The company's low-cost approach includes leasing planes with seats placed close together in order to fit more seats in it. The engine in these planes uses a cheaper grade of fuel, which is more polluting to the environment, right? So obviously it will be low cost, but it's not good with respect to environment. Permitting only one piece of hand luggage per customer, that is the luggage they can be carried on board the plane, like what we call hand carry. Any additional bags have to be placed in the plane's luggage hold area, which is never full, at cost of 50 per item. On average, customer pay for zero point 0.7 luggage hold bags per person, compared to an industry average of low cost airline of 0.92. So what they are saying is, actually they are trying to communicate that you are only allowed one piece of hand luggage per customer, right? If you have any additional bags, you have to place in the hold area, which is never full, right? Which is not full at all, and you have to pay extra $50 per item, right? On average customer pay for zero point 0.7 luggage holdbacks per person, compared to industry average. Now we are revenue generation from baggage area is less as compared with the industry, because in industry on average 0.972 is the occupancy rate. In our company it's just 0.7, so we are unable to generate revenue from other sources, right? Using ground boarding, which uses buses often left with their engine running for some time to transport passenger between the airport terminal building and the plane. Like in movies you can see that there are buses which carry passengers to the plane. This is cheaper than using a passenger loading bridges, which are far more environmentally friendly. So if you watch any movie, or if you have been in traveling, there are certain airlines. Generally, it is the case that that there is sort of bridge which can connect you from airport to the plane, so you don't have to go to via bus, right? They are saying that it's cheaper, and it is more environment friendly, but company is not doing that, since we are operating at lowest cost, so we are trying to have buses because of that. Requiring customer to pay a fee of $30 each if they want to choose a pre-allocated seat. 25% of customers choose this option. Industry average is 32%. So again, we are far behind the industry average. We were behind in the industry average in revenue generation in this area. We are far behind industry average in revenue generated from other sources, right? Because 25% compared with 32%. Every flight 7%. We are behind 7% the industry average, and people are not booking people are not going for pre-allocated seats. um, Offering only online check-in for flights to passenger free of charge. In-person check-in incur a fee for the passenger, but the fee only partially cover the cost of check-in for the Lemieux Air. It also lead to longer queues for those customers who just need to drop their bags off at the same customer service desk. There is no other service. This has led to complaints by customers who prefer the automation machine offered by competitors for both check-in and bag drop-offs. So those people who are doing online check-in, you are not providing them with any extra facilities. They have to, face the same queue as everyone else is facing. So they are saying that customers are saying that their competitor is far ahead of that. They are far better. Improving cleanliness of planes. A reason for past customer complaints whilst also attempting to reduce the minimum ground turnaround time. Mid time on turmeric between flights by using cabin crew to clean the planes. Average turnaround time in the industry is 50 minutes per flight. um, this time is not given for the company, but probably this is lesser for company compared with, I mean, this is more for company related with the industry average. Let me read it again. There are two issues. The first one is they are trying to improve the cleanliness of plane, and the second thing is that they just want to improve the turnaround time so that plane can we can clean the plane quickly, and we can set up new flights as soon as possible. Making sure that prices are equal to or less than those of the competitor so that flight occupancy rate is high, 88% at Lemieux in the last year. Staffing issues have led to 220 flight cancellation in the last year, which has led a huge volume of complaints and the company having paid compensation for customers totaling 1.2 million in the last year. The company CEO is hoping that a start cross training staff so that they can work both on planes and in the airport. All customers who have, I mean, we are trying to train our labor, try to train our workers, the staff, so that they can handle the situation in a better way. All customers who have traveled on Lemieux Air flight are asked to complete a questionnaire asking key questions about comfort, cleanliness, delays, etc. Now, what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to analyze this whole situation and identify one financial objective which you want to measure, and you have to tell why you want to measure it, and then it's followed by its KPI, right? So let's quickly start with this. Let's see what we can do here. See, there are two things. The first one is because if you want to improve the financial perspective, you have to improve cost and you have to improve the profits, right? So already the company is operating at lowest cost. So first, let's try to go for revenues, right? There are 2 to 3 sources of revenues for the company. The first one is obviously the ticket price. The second one, which they are saying, is hand luggage, right? Sorry, revenue from luggage, extra revenue from luggage. Then there is extra revenue from pre-allocated seats, and then some sort of revenue from check-in, but they are saying that check-in is hardly covering the company's cost, so probably it's not something to be discussed in at a strategic level. Prices are almost same, so that means we cannot increase the prices. That means if you want to generate revenue, you have to generate revenue from the other sources, right? So if you really want to improve your financial perspective, the first thing which you can do is, let's just start with financial perspective, right? So how can we start? The first one, we have to write the objective and its justification, right? So what can be the objective of this area? We want to increase revenue from other sources. You can write revenue from other sources. You can also write revenue from pre-allocated seat or revenue from extra baggages, whatever you want to write. This is sort of bigger picture, right? And then you have to justify that why you think that this is more important. Now, how can you justify this? Since company is Lemiak, na? L L EMIC. Since Lemiak is not will not increase its ticket fares, the revenue generation can be increased if from revenue from other sources, from other sources, right? And how can you what can be the performance indicator for that? How can we identify whether revenue has increased or not? Simple. Percentage change in revenue from other sources, right? And how you can justify this? Justification is quite simple. It will measure if there is any growth in revenue generated from other sources. And why this is important? Because the company is behind its industry average in this area, right? You can write this part in objective also. Okay, what is the next one? The next one is competitiveness, right? Competitiveness means what? Competitiveness means that how much how you are competitive with respect to your with respect to other companies. Like generally, it's with respect to sales growth. It's with respect to market share. It's with respect to number of customers you are increasing, right? So in this case, what sort of thing which is given here? Can we identify this? Try to pause this video, read the question and see if we can identify something. It's not in the second area. There are two things which is given here. The first one is this part. The company has 35% market share, right, compared with the industry average of 40%. This is the first thing. Second thing is that make sure that prices are equal to or less than the competitors, right? Occupancy rate was so that flight occupancy rate is high, 88% of Lemiak this year, right? So we can write both, because if our competitiveness is increasing, if our flight utilization is increasing, the more people are coming, occupancy is increasing, that means we are competitive now. Or we can use market share, right? Both are equally good, right? So we can go for market share because that is the ultimate result. So objective is to identify, not company, Lemiak, uh, competitiveness in the industry, right? Why this is important? Right. Um, it says something related in the first line. Premium airline following a global recession, it relaunched itself to low-cost airline 2 years ago, focusing providing seats on flight at the lowest possible price. Um, yeah, we can say that this will help the company to this will help Lemiac to identify its growth compared with the industry, right? And how we can, what will be the KPI? Performance indicator will be the market share, right? And why market share is important? Because it will identify how much effort is now will be needed to become the market leader, right? Or sustainability sort of thing, whether your model is sustainable or not, right? So we are done with two parts, right? We are assuming the 2.5 marks each. So 2.5 and 2.5, we are done with 5 out of 15. Congratulations, we are done with almost 1/3 of the question, right? What is the next thing which we have to do? Financial perspective done, competitiveness done. Now we are moving towards the quality of service, right? Okay, let me mark a different color for this quality of service. Right now, how can we measure quality of service in this situation, right? I'm just giving you 1 minute to think, right? Pause this video, think for a minute, and let's discuss this again. See, first of all, you have to understand, analyze where the quality issue is, right? So quality of issue is not here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, quality of issue is not here, right? Quality of issue is not here because there is an environmental concern here, right? Requiring customer to pay for fees for pre-allocated one, right? So quality of issue is not here also. And then this part here, customers are not satisfied, and customers are not satisfied in this part. So there are two areas where you can identify, where you can improve the quality of service, right? And where you can improve actually is, see, here the problem is with respect to innovation, because uh, the competitor is having some other sort of facilities. Let me try to improve it, right? The competitor is having some different facility, right? So until you don't offer this innovation, you cannot sort this problem out. So probably we can go with this option, right? Because customers are also complaining about the cleanliness, and cleanliness is something which is the area of concern for everyone. This part is not the concern of everyone. This is the concern for only those who are doing online check-in, right? So what we can write as an objective. Let me read this part. What is the issue? Improving cleanliness brain a reason for past customers complain while also attempting to reduce the minimum ground. So this is basically the approaches which the company is trying to have. Attempting to reduce the minimum ground turnaround time by cabin crew to clean planes. Average turnaround time in the industry is 50 minutes per flight. Turnaround time is something which can be dealt in resource utilization, but right now we are not considering that. So What is the objective? Sorry. What can be the objective? Now I'm not writing the whole statement, I'm just writing the relevant areas. So the objective is to improve customer satisfaction by improving cleanliness or cleanliness, right? You can write cleanliness, you can, write something like that. What is the justification? The company is receiving so much many complaints regarding the cleanliness, which can be the area of concern for everyone, for all passengers. Therefore, this require improvement, right? How you can improve that? Performance indicator. How this data can be collected. So there is something which is related at the end, that all customers who have traveled on Lemiec are asked to complete a questionnaire asking about comfort, cleanliness, and delays. So if you are already asking them with the cleanliness thing, then you can use customer feedback. So customer feedback, right? Right. And what is the justification of this part? Because all customers are required to submit feedback. Therefore, it will capture in case they are not satisfied. Or you can say it can capture the dissatisfied customer. So we are done with almost 1, 2, and 3. 3 times 2.5 is approximately 7.5 marks. So we are done with the half question, right? Now, what is next? Next one is resource utilization, right? So first of all, you need to identify what is the resource, and then we can figure out how we can use the resource utilization, right? Mm, yeah, we can do this. This important. This is an relevant information. What can be the best thing which you can identify as a resource utilization part? Pause this video and think. Okay. See, there are two areas. The first one, which they are saying clearly, is the occupancy rate, right? This is the perfect example for resource utilization, right? Because resource is your plane, and how much we are utilizing it is like improvement, right? um, then 220 flight cancellation in the last period. This is something which is quite important, because the company has not generated enough revenue out of total revenue. I mean, let's suppose if we take these flights, if we are not canceling these flights, and if we continue with these flights, then revenue generation would be quite high, right? So another thing which we can do is revenue earned divided by maximum revenue which the company can earn, right? So that is also a doable thing. This 88% capacity, that is something which is quite doable. The other one which we just identified, like this part, that if you take less time between the flights for cleaning, probably you can take more flights. But I think in the presence of these two, this one and this one, that make less sense, right? So resource utilization, for a resource utilization, right? Objective is what? To improve right? What can be the justification? Since 220 flights cancelled during last year, which means there is a loss of revenue which could have been generated, right? So it's important to address it, right? And and you can also write the occupancy rate. That is also a do it. That is an easier version because that is quite like given in the question. Okay, fine. So what will be the KPI for this? Revenue generated over maximum revenue generation, including cancelled flights, right? And what is the justification for this KPI? It will identify the lost revenue due to why these flight got cancelled. Staffing issues, staff inefficiency, right? So what is left? Resource utilization, we are done. Flexibility. Flexibility is like how you are dealing with the I mean, there are two sort of flexibilities. The first one is external, the other one is internal. External flexibility is how quickly you are dealing with the coping up with the requirement of customers. Internal flexibility is how multi-skilled your staff is. So what is here? Can we do something with respect to that? Can you see anything which we can do here? See, this is something which is given here. Staffing issues have led to 220 flight cancellation in the last year, which has led to huge volumes of complaints and the company having to pay compensation to customers totaling 1.2 million in the last year. The company is hoping to start cross-training staff so that they can work both on the planes and in the airport. So, see, cross-training staff is basically something that, like, for example, if I'm good at teaching, someone else is teaching me IT skills, so that in case I'm taking an online class, I can sort out my issues at my own, right? So what they are saying is that um, they are saying that the CEO is hoping that cross staff training so that they can work on both planes and in the airport, so that they just want to improve the cancellation in whatever happened, right? So let me do it here. Flexibility, right? Objective. So to identify now what we can see, um if we have given good training, and if the training is successful, then what will happen? There will be less cancellation, right? To identify the effectiveness of cross training staff, right? And how you can do that, this is important. What is the justification? Because 220 flights cancelled because of staff inefficiencies. Therefore, it will, so that's why this is important. And what will be the KPI for this? KPI will be maybe number of flights cancelled over total flights. So if less flights are cancelling, that means your staff is now in the right direction. So what is the justification? This will tell the company whether the cross cross staff training, sorry, cross training staff is successful or not, is effective or not. Effective is a better word, sorry. Effective is a better word, right? And last part is innovation. I'm not going to do it completely. Innovation is quite simple. There's only one area where you need innovation, and that is what? That is basically this part, because your competitor is now offering a unique opportunity. There is a something automated machines, right? So this is something which you have to do at your own, like you have to offer that, right? So the objective will be what? The objective of, if you have new automated machines, then the objective will be to reduce the number of, what was the problem? Long queue. So your objective will be to reduce the number of, objective will be to reduce the time for customers who do online check-in, right? And why this is important? Because those who are checking online are still facing extra time, as there is no arrangement, right? So what will be the KPI for this? This can be average time per customer, or you can write average queue time per customer. And why this is important? Because it will help the company to identify the issue, right? So this is a very simple basic question. The only thing which I just wanted to tell you is that you have to connect it with a scenario. If you are writing generalized answer, examiner will not give you mark. Okay, what is the other requirement? There's one more requirement in this question. This question is not finished yet. So in part B, the question is, the examiner is asking you to discuss the issues that the company face with regard to the management of its environmental cost, right? With the management of its environmental cost, that how is it easy, is it difficult, what are the costs involved, what can be the resultant issues, how it can be controlled, everything. Management means everything, right? So let's read the scenario and let's identify if there's something. Let me try to do it like this, so I think it will be easier for you to understand. mm, okay, so what are the environmental issues which company may face? Let me try to change the color to probably this wala blue. Okay, and okay, so in the first part, nothing. So they are using a cheaper grade of fuel which is more polluting the environment, right? So this is actually the issue. They are using a cheap fuel which is reducing their cost, which is reducing the cost, but at the reducing cost at the cost of environment, right? Now why this is important? Because people are, there initially in the early days it was not a major issue, but now people are, lot aware about the climate issues and everything. So this can be, there is a public perception. So this is something which is not extremely good. Along with that, if you are reducing costs and you're polluting the environment, it can bring the attention of government organizations, right? Government organization who can fine on the company, who can impose some fine that you are polluting the environment, right? So this is something which is extremely important. Then they are saying that the second point they are using ground boarding, which uses buses often left with their engines running for a long time to transport the passenger. This is cheaper than using passenger buses, which are far more environmental friendly. So this is something which they are using. Again, they are using less environmental friendly operational thing, operations, or whatever you call that. So this is again something which can bring the attention of the government, that this is the second thing which you are doing. Because see, the first one is this is actually carbon dioxide emission. This is also related to something which is carbon dioxide emissions. So basically your carbon dioxide emission is increasing. Mostly it's from the first part, and there is a minimum, there is a some sort of, not that much to that extent, but obviously this is something which the company needs to look at. And what else is there? mm, okay. Yeah. And they are saying that they are not going to increase the prices, making sure that they are not going to increase the prices. They are low cost airlines, so obviously revenues are low. So if revenues are low, it will be difficult for the company to have environmental friendly strategies. But again, it's basically a sort of dilemma that you have to choose what you want to do. You want to compromise on on the overall strategy of being low cost product, because you have been operating in this industry for a very long time, and you were a premium product. Now you have moved toward the low cost, so it has been just 2 years for you. So maybe you can revert it back. But again, this is quite important, because again, it's important for to understand how government is accepting such standards. Because if government is accepting, then again you can do it, but ethically it's not good, it's not a good idea to do such things. So revenue side can be a major problem for the company to implement such a strategies. I mean, if the company can charge high revenues, then definitely it can afford a fuel which can be more environmental friendly. It can use some passenger loading bridges, which is also environmental friendly. But because of the income side, they have to compromise on this part, right? Either the government can give them some sort of subsidy, but obviously that is completely out of domain right now. So this revenue part is important, public perception is important. You need to just write all these things for 5 points, right? 5 marks means we have this point, 2, 3, 4, and probably five areas which we are writing, so it's equals to 5 marks, right? So that's it for this question. There is one more question of this, which is based on this there for you something, or the car for you something. So try to do it at your own first, and then try to watch its video. All right, till then, take care. Bye bye.